I have to say, Dr. Parker, I'm a little bit intimidated by this because as I try to think about, okay, so what advertisements have I seen, or where would I go with this? I realize I'm a novice. I need to learn this. I wouldn't be the expert coming in with kids. So how would I know where to go? How could I do that?
I would suggest that that you use the experience of young people that's in your midst. If you are in a youth group that is racially, ethnically mixed, then you can ask the question of has there ever been times that you felt that you were discriminated against because of your race? If you are not in a ethnically diverse group of young people, then you can actually pose a question to that homogeneous group, whether it's white or black or Latina or Asian. Have there been times that you have experienced, or someone that is a friend of yours or close to you, that they have experienced acts of racism? And that's a starting point for the question. That's the starting point. Okay. So they can begin to talk about those experiences, and you can begin to think about commercials that kind of lend themselves to that. But then there are television shows as well as movies that deal with these types of issues. That's young people are really astute to naming what those particular shows or those television commercials are. For example, there was a movie that came out some time ago that was around mixed race couple of teenage boy, and it was a black boy and a white girl. Well, there are a number of those types of movies and settings that are still around. So they are a starting point for these kinds of conversations around race. That's why I think visual texts are really good for that. And then the posture of the leader, or the adult, is to listen and hear these stories as they are unfolding from the lives of these young people that you're in the midst of. And that's the beginning point. Now, this does mean that you have to do your homework, that you have to start going to some of the references so you can be more aware yourself of where to start looking for the issues that, or these types of visual text as well as written text and stories that you read about. There are a number of those that you can do. You can even try novels, but I would stick with memoirs as well as a visual text. And then you have to couple that with critical race theory to do your homework. So, just to be honest about this, an adult who's going to really be serious about a conversation on race has to do some homework.
Good.
You got to do some serious homework. And that involves reading some classical texts as well as reading a cutting edge scholarship that is authentic and well done, well written, that is, around issues of race. A critical race theory is a must. That type of appetite or having a diet for that type of literature is a must for doing this work. You just can't ease into it. But at the same time, you have to value a person's lived stories as you get into it as well.